Okay, so first thing I want to get done today is building the chicken coop. And I've thought a little bit about a design, and I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. I may need to fill this in a little bit. Okay, so I'll make a couple hen boxes real quick and some top, or I guess not top, just some slabs as well, because that's what I plan on building part of it out of is slabs. Okay, so I think that came out pretty nice. Oops. Let me... Oop. Do that. Yeah, I think that came out pretty nice. I'm gonna do one more of these. But I'll need a lot more larch wood. Because I think I'm out of planks. I'm gonna go ahead and get a trap going for chickens. A couple of them, maybe. These haven't grown. They probably won't grow again until a long while later. Are you stuck in here, maybe? Yeah, you're stuck in here. That makes it a little easier. I'm just gonna do this so you can't get out at all. I'm gonna walk away for a bit, make another trap, and see if I can go find another spot with some chickens. Because that's a rooster. I'm gonna need chickens as well. I'm also gonna toss these chiseled blocks that I'm not gonna use. Oh, I heard a chicken. So what I'll do... if I can find her, I can chase her in the direction. Okay, so there she is. I'm gonna set a trap right here. And then what you can do... The wiki says to just leave it unattended for a day at a time. What I like to do is find what I'm trying to trap and chase it in the direction of my trap. So she's over in that area now. So I'm going to go away here. Actually, it looks like she's going straight towards it right now. Look at that. It's that simple. You don't have to do any kind of trickery or anything like that. Just chase them into the direction you want them to go. And then get out of their frightened range. Honestly, this is probably too big for what I'm doing. There we go. We got a chicken. Do we have a rooster? We sure do. So all I need to do is make sure these feeding troughs stay full-ish. And soon enough, we'll have a bunch of baby chickens. I'm going to go ahead and raise up this all around. Yes, I know. You're scared of me. It's okay. Yeah, at some point I'll build another one of those right here. We'll have 2 chicken coops. I kind of want to redo this spot over here, but I don't know what I want to do with it yet. Less than 3 days before ready to mate. Oh, we're gonna have some babies. Things are looking pretty okay. Alright, so... I would like to move on to iron soon. But first, I'm gonna build a windmill, I think. And I was thinking on top of this hill over here... So, let me do some inventory management, and I'll bring you guys back after I've cleared out some of the crap I really don't need. So I'll be right back. So I plan on building a windmill on top of the hill that's above this spot here, and having it just come down and attach to a quern or two. That way I can just, anytime I need anything ground, I'll just come down here, throw it in, and let it go. I'm also going to bring some crates down here, and this is where I'll store all my salt, and I think I'm going to put my clay ovens down here as well. I'll just make this like a food preparation area, as well as just where I grind everything I need ground. I think you can just use a hammer for lime, so I'll probably just do that from now on. But like sylvite and flour, it's all going to be ground right here. Okay, all of those are full, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest that honey. I'm kind of surprised they're full with how cold it's been. I don't think I even have cattails to replace them, though. The bees are still flying around, huh? They're still chasing me? I wonder if they've laid eggs yet. The hen boxes are all empty. Are you having trouble getting to them? Do I need to chisel this down a bit more? I'll chisel it down for you a bit more. See if that helps it a little bit. Hopefully now they'll use that hen box. It's been a couple days, so I'm surprised there's nothing laid at all. They've even been eaten, so who knows? I've been kind of going back and forth on what I want to do for a workshop idea all day. And I think I've kind of settled on a basic design. It's up here, right? I have to remember where it is. There it is. I don't have a hatchet. That's a shame. I'm just gonna do this. No, that's oak. I gotta keep the oak. Let's just burn these beams. Because why not? It's pitch black all the time. I think these roosters and chickens keep on coming and eating my food through the fence. I chased a chicken in there, but I'm gonna need to kill the rooster that got chased in here. Otherwise otherwise they'll end up killing each other. So the idea with this is I'm going to be making a big workshop. I'm going to have it open rather than doing a fully closed design. It'll make sense. If that doesn't make sense to you already, that'll make sense to you once it's finished, I think. It's hard for me to put some of the images I have in my mind into words a lot of times. And even harder to put it visually into pixels. I kind of spent all day today putting off doing this because... Oh, jeez, I'm losing all of my daytime. I put off a lot of time doing this just because creating these things always is the part that I suck at the most. I feel like I'm good at coming up with ideas on what I want to do, but executing the ideas is a whole different story. The bottom 2 layers will be For the workshop section of this, the entire thing is going to be cobble, I think. And I'll decorate it afterwards with chiseling and support beams, things like that. But for the windmill portion, just the top layer, or the bottom, sorry, just the bottom 2 layers are going to be cobble, I think. And then I don't know what I'll do after that. And I still have to figure out how windmills even work as well. I thought I'd have more time figuring that out, looking for salt, but, well, I found salt a lot faster than I thought I would. I'm going to go more in detail later, but I'm just giving myself a general idea of what I'm going to do, so that way I don't forget later. I'm not actually going to need access to this room. What I plan on doing is feeding the axle through here and then covering up at the top and then having it go up and across the ceiling. And I keep finding these chickens trying to eat my grain. They're pressed up against the fence over here and they're eating my grain. Okay, so it looks like OBS crashed at some point, which is really frustrating because I've done quite a bit that OBS didn't actually pick up. This episode is going to end up being just a little bit shorter because of that, so I'm sorry. I'll give you a little tour of what kind of happened. I've got some fire clay bricks firing here because next episode I'm wanting to get into iron, or try to get into iron. I'll prospect, see if we can find a vein. If I can, I'll do a little bit of an explanation on how blooms and everything work. I built this up just a little bit more, not a whole lot more. I moved my forge and my anvil over here, as well as a tool rack. I carved out this cool little thing. I liked it. I wanted to build kind of a furnace type thing into the side of the wall. So that's what I did here is, this is where I'll just use crucibles to melt stuff. And I just put this here. This is where I'm going to put bloomeries in the future. Apparently a bloomery is also used to make glass, so I'm excited to get working into that. I'll make some glass to take back to the mining outpost and finish that building finally. But also we'll need those if I'm going to be making iron. But I'll get into that more. Not a whole lot else has happened. I did some grass gathering for my sheep over here because the Generation 1 ewe is ready to mate. I'm going to go check and make sure that she's mated real quick. She's eaten her 10 portions. Yeah, she is. So she's pregnant. So in, I think it's 24 days or 20 days or something like that, we'll have a little baby Generation 2 ewe, or Generation 2 sheep. If it's a ram, we'll just call this guy off because he keeps on trying to headbutt me. If it's a ram, we'll call him off and go from there. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I am kind of struggling with this build over here. I'm going to clear out a path here. That part I'm not struggling with. I'm just being a little bit lazy. I'm going to clear out a path here so it gets over to the little dirt hut a little easier in the future. But the roof is where I'm struggling, and then I don't fully understand how windmills work. So building this building, I don't know how much room I'm going to need up at the top to actually make it function. I'm thinking I might go a little bit over the hill and do three or four actual sails on each side, 3 or 4 wind sails on each side. But that's for future Bimble to figure out. I'll have to do a little bit more research on them. I don't have enough resin to do it either, I don't think, but at least we've got this going. Next episode, I might be doing, like I said, prospecting for iron, but also we have this room down here. Let me take a look at my pickles, see how they're coming along. They're looking good. We have this room down here where I'm going to turn this into sort of a kitchen. So I might work on this next episode as well if I can't get myself to work on the windmill. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you're enjoying the series, give a like, give a comment, let me know you're liking it. Feedback is super important. It's really helpful if you guys let me know what you're liking, what you're not liking. I'm sorry that this episode is going to be a little bit shorter and a lot of it got missed, but OBS crashed and I hadn't noticed. I have a second monitor, so I'm going to start leaving OBS pulled up on that second monitor. That way, hopefully, things like this don't happen in the future. Anyway, have a great day, guys.